I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. And the stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. So, again, are you going to interpret this literally, that there's a great earthquake, sun turns black, the moon turns blood? Or are there symbolic ways that this can be fulfilled at different degrees, at different times, at different events, moving forward in time? Notice verse 14. The heavens departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places.
The way I drive and read maps, that seems to be the case when I get lost. But I don't think this has been fully fulfilled yet.
No, and it's fascinating because if you want to take the literal lenses off for a minute and put on symbolic lenses, mountains are often referred to as either a sacred space to get to heaven, and that will be moved, or in other places, for instance, Isaiah, he refers to the lofty as the proud, the puffed up, the haughty, and they'll be moved. They won't always be able to stay. Every single mountain is going to be made low or brought down. And every island, that which is isolated, is also going to be moved. Lots of ways to interpret this. And verse 15 says, the kings of the earth and the great men and the rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman and every free man. Sounds like he just covered all of humanity there. Yeah. Where did they go? They hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. So if you take a literal lens approach to this and say, yeah, there's going to be worldwide upheavals, geologically speaking, with earthquakes, then it would destroy a lot of the infrastructure. And for safety and security and for some shelter, where would you go? You would go to the mountains to hide in the holes of the rocks, in the caves, in the dens. And isn't it fascinating that they're going there? And what do they say? They said to the mountains and to the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. It's at that point that people are recognizing, oh no, I haven't done what I needed to do, and the last thing I want to do is come into the presence of God. And so they're in survival mode.